Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning, or good evening, or whatever it is where you live, where you're watching at this current moment in time. Good 2016. Good 2017. Good, I guess if you're a time traveler, 2015, but how did you get this video? Um, please don't do that. I think that might break some sort of space-time continuum thing. Um, anyways, whoops, that's not the right one. Anyways, I've been just kind of clearing out a little bit of grass here and there because I don't really like this much grass. It's way too much grass, and it's one of the things that I'm not fond of with vanilla Minecraft is how much grass grows. Um, there are mods that are guilty of it too, but I'm just picking on vanilla Minecraft right now because it's the one that I play for the most part. Speaking of mods, actually, I am working on about 30 different mod showcases that are all going to be themed, and they're going to have a lot of different small mods in them, and then I'll have some big mod cases with bigger mods that are lesser known, like Afraid of the Dark, which I've seen, I think, one mod showcase on, period. So, yeah. Besides that, if you haven't heard the news already, I'm recording this on Sunday, and I'm going to be putting this out on Wednesday, so you probably heard the news, but for all you American friends out there who have not heard the news about this, or who haven't been following, the Brexit happened. Long story short, the European Union is basically the crutch that Britain is using to be economically viable, period. And they decided that they wanted to leave the EU. And it was for mostly a little bit racist reasons, because a really racist party got, a hold of the public opinion. I'm not saying that this is basically what Trump did, but it's basically what Trump did. They convinced the the populace that it would be a good idea to exit the EU. The populace said, you know what, why not? And, well, everything's been kind of going downhill since about 5 minutes after they decided they were going to leave, because it technically passed, and the instant that it passed, a whole bunch of shit went down. Long story short, the pound has plummeted in value to a 30-year low. So that's already not good. But not only that, but Japan no longer trading with Britain. So good luck with that, UK. You fucked that up. Plus, Scotland is trying to be independent now, again. Why is there... This doesn't need to be a thing. Why is this a thing? There we go. So yeah, Scotland is trying to push for independence again now. Ireland is considering reunifying with its other half, the part that's with the part that's with Britain. I mean, is trying to be part of the other island, the actual independent Ireland now. So they don't want to be part of this just fuckery. They don't want to be part of this. This is bullshit, and they don't want to be part of it for good reason. And the Dutch Freedom Party are calling for their own EU referendum. And the Dutch Freedom Party, I don't really know if I can explain that very well, because I'm not huge into British politics. I'm so concerned with the Donald Trump bullshit right now that I haven't really given it a whole lot of mind, but I have given it enough mind to kind of get the gist of what's going on. It's bad. It's really, really bad. This is like Trump wins the election bad. It can be fixed, but it's bad, at least for now, is basically the gist of it. It's pretty bad. Okay, I'm gonna need to fix that, but that's not something I can fix at the moment. Wow, there's a lot of holes under that. I think they might need to fix the coating of that slightly, because there's always these holes that go under there, and I'm not sure why. I think this episode is mostly just going to be me getting rid of all the grass, maybe starting on leveling out this place, because I do want to level that out to the level of wherever the lowest building is. And then I can start the remodeling. It is, this specific area that I walled off is going to end up being a villager farm. And then I'm going to expand it out and put other farms in other locations. But for now, this is just going to be the villager farm. Yeah. I actually got myself a bunch of iron shovels and a bunch of stone bricks to build with. I have not used them yet because I haven't started digging. And I don't know if I want to be showing all the hard work like this. I don't know what I want this to be like. Do I want it to be like, oh, you know, every single bit of hard work that I do? Or do I want it to be more like updates where I do a little bit of hard work while talking about things and then, you know, cut when it gets boring or something? I don't know. I am totally on the fence on what I want to do with this, and I really don't know. So, yeah. Also, one of my subs, I do believe he is Silver Izael. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I cannot actually interact with you. I cannot comment on any of your comments. I can't reply to them. I mean, you know, I can't really do anything. I can't even, like, message you or anything. So I don't know if that's, like, a setting that you have set up, but you're, like, the one who's commented on all my Minecraft videos so far. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm not being a douchebag. I just can't actually talk to you because of some sort of setting that you have, I guess. So if that's intentional, that's fine. I just wanted to let you know if you didn't know. 'Cause, you know, I've left settings like that on before and never known about it until someone's let me know through some other service. So yeah, there wasn't really a way that I could let you know that anything was wrong, other than through a video, since you watched them. But yeah, I just want to let you know. I would feel bad calling you out, but I only get watched by about 2 to 10 people for video anyways when I do stuff like this. So I'm not really, you know, huge on, you know, not calling people out at this point, because it's like, nobody watches anyway, so it's like, it's not like 2 billion people are gonna be like, oh, da, 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 you know, and just, like, notice you. They're gonna notice you, senpai. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know, since you're, like, one of my, like, 5 viewers that are regular. Oops. I need to put that in the exact same spot. Alright. I'm just gonna cut the video here, get rid of more of this grass, and then hopefully I'll have another topic to talk about by the time that I am digging, I guess. Alright, we're back. Let me get something in my stomach. Alright. I've done a little bit of work, as you might be able to tell. I flattened this area out using a bunch of dirt. And I think I'm going to lower it down to maybe this level where the carrots are. I don't know, we'll see. But that's probably where we're going to lower it down to. That's about Y level 66, by the way, if I'm remembering correctly. So, and it took, I think 4 or 5 stacks of dirt to get through that. So that's a lot. But we're about to be getting a crap ton of dirt anyways. If I can go over to, oh crap. If I can go over to where the smelty guy is, where's the smelty guy? Does he have a house here? Is there a smelty guy house? I don't know if there's a smelty guy house. I don't remember. I don't think there's a smelty guy house. Oh well. Why am I saying smelty guy? It's blacksmith. Duh. And yes, I have light level overlay reloaded. Oops, turned on. This isn't good. There's a baby zombie out here. I don't want to get eaten. There we go. Not too bad. What was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah. So I don't know if I've said this before, but I actually am working on a mod. Well, a few mods, but I'm only specifically working on one right now. There's only one I'm specifically doing. The rest are kind of on hold. But let's see. Do I need to make a any wood? No, I just have these woods. So let me go make. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Just throw that on the ground. And then I'm running out of inventory space is the problem. Wait, no, that's what I needed. Oh boy. Ender pearl, gunpowder. Let's just throw a bunch of stuff in here. Boy, I wish that I had one of those mods that, like, when you were using something and it broke, it switched it out. I wish I had one of those right now. Also, I'm low on torches, so I might end up having to stop. Because already, like, right here, I'm running into low light levels. So. Well, before I do this. Actually, let me light that up real quick. Before I do this, I want to run to the other side. But I'm actually developing a mod currently. And one of the ideas that I recently had for it was adding a whole bunch of new potion effects that aren't in the game but technically are. Okay, where am I Y-wise? Okay, I need to go down 2 more than this. Let me do that. Awesome. Alright. So, and I just kind of want to pitch these ideas and see if anyone watching thinks they're good ideas too, because I think they're pretty good ideas. But that might just be me. I don't know. Oh, I found coal. So the first idea, let me get the F3 out of my way. First idea that I have is heaviness. Heaviness is kind of like the opposite of jump boost, and it does the same thing that negative levels of jump boost do. And for those of you who haven't really looked into this, if you go up to, I think, level 128 or higher, I think it's all the way up through 256, the levels actually end up becoming negative, and the reason for that is because of the binary value of that has a 1 as the very first number. And the way that a lot of binary is set up now is so that if the first number is a 1, it counts as negative. And with negative levels of jump boost, it actually makes it so that, oh, well, there we go. Let me put down a few torches. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Actually, not there. Hello? There we go. Awesome. The way that works is it actually gives you like damage. More the way that it works is kind of like fall damage is way more than it usually would be. Like if I were to jump down from this block with a pretty negative level of jump boost, I would die. If I were to go downstairs or off of a carpet with really low level, really negative levels of jump boost, I would die. So my first idea for potion effects that are not in the game, but technically are, let me turn the volume down on my end, it's a little bit loud. My first idea for that would be, would be heaviness. And heaviness would basically just be what I just said, the opposite of jump boost. If you were to, go down some stairs or go off a carpet with really high levels of it, you would hurt yourself. With level 1, it would probably just be, you go off a 2-level fall and you get hurt. Level 2, 1-level fall, you get hurt. Level 3, you get hurt on half slabs and stairs. Something like that. So that's my first idea. It could be really useful for PvP and for fighting mobs. So that could be pretty neat. My second idea that I had for this sort of stuff, let me look at my notes, is vulnerability. Vulnerability would be like the opposite of resistance, where resistance actually makes you take less damage vulnerability would be basically the opposite. You, when you got hit, you would take more damage than you normally would. No, I'm gonna dig out. It's daytime anyways. I don't need to light it up immediately. I'm just gonna do that. But yeah, that's my next idea. Is vulnerability. You take more damage than you normally would from attacks. So, you know, nothing too crazy there. Next one is low metabolism. Low metabolism, I do believe, is the opposite... Yes, it is the opposite of hunger. What hunger does is it makes your what is it, hunger fatigue or something go faster. Basically what it does is it means that you lose hunger and saturation faster than you normally would. And so, for example, instead of, how do I explain that? Instead of, you know, you jump a lot, like ba-boom, 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 and you slowly lose hunger and saturation from doing that. With hunger, doing this would, like, I think, do way, way, way more. And so the idea with low metabolism is, while low metabolism is active, if you were to jump around, it would take, like, several times as long for you to, you know, lose all of your, all your hunger and stuff. So that's the idea for low metabolism. On a similar note, inefficient digestion, which would be the opposite of saturation. Inefficient digestion would only happen for one tick by default, the same way saturation does, where it just, boom, gives you like 5 saturation or whatever, as opposed to forcing it to go longer, which would make you slowly gain saturation and hunger, depending on whether you were full or not. And inefficient digestion would be like the opposite. It would be, you would immediately lose saturation and hunger depending on how bad the inefficient digestion is. Or actually, no. You know what? I'm going to call it indigestion. Indigestion is a better name. It's a much, much better name than inefficient digestion. Indigestion, I like it. I like it. It's much better. Much, much better. So let's go with that instead. I like it. Alright. Did I get all that? Alright. So that's indigestion. That's another one of my ideas. And the next one of my ideas is health reduction. It's the opposite of health boost, which can help again during PvP and like fighting mobs and stuff. It is the opposite of health boost. Instead of getting temporary hearts, you actually temporarily lose full health. It does the same as negative levels for that potion effect. That's kind of the idea for that. Boop. And then my next idea is flammability, the opposite of fire resistance. This is going to break here in a second. Opposite of fire resistance. Nothing too fancy there. Just makes you take more damage from fire damage. Oh, there it went. More damage from fire damage than usual. And I'll go grab those. And the last idea that I have is drowning. And the idea behind drowning is that when you are drowning, you actually, it's the opposite of water breathing. You lose, one sec, you lose oxygen bars, or whatever you call them, much, much, much faster than normal. And you actually see less in water, because water breathing makes you see further away in water. So you actually see a lot less than you normally would. And I think those are all the ideas that I have to cover. Let me heat this up. I was about to say light this up, but that heat this up is not correct. Whoops. But yeah, those are all the ideas I have there. Another idea I had was I'm actually introducing an ore in the mod that I'm making, and one thing I wanted to do was a pressure plate using that, the ingot version of that ore, kind of like the weighted pressure plates for iron and gold. And the reason I want to do that is because instead of a weighted pressure plate, I want to do a pressure plate that only activates with players. That way you can actually have a pressure plate outside your door, and only players will be able to activate it. I'm sure that... Oh, man. Whoops. I'm sure that other mods have done this already, so it's not super crazy. But at the same time, it's like, you know, that's pretty cool. It's something that isn't in vanilla that I really like the idea of, and you know what? I'm going to do it anyways, even if other mods have done it. So, yeah, that's kind of the basic idea, is only players can activate that specific kind of pressure plate, which is pretty neat. I don't know how much else I want to talk about at the moment with my mod. I think that's about all I want to talk about with my mod at the moment, so I'm going to cut and do some more stuff, and come back when I have more to talk about, because I don't like recording when I'm not talking about anything, and also I'm kind of out of breath right now because I'm talking really fast, so be back in a minute. Alright, hello. It's been, I think, 2 days since I recorded last, so bit of a skip, but I didn't have anything to talk about. I excavated pretty much this entire area since last time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the village to the ground and make that the basis of Farmtown. And after that, I'm not entirely sure where I want to put everything. I want to kind of like look overhead and see where everything is, scout everything out. Tom is with me. Where's Tom? Where'd Tom go? Tom! Tom, where do you go? Oh, he's on top of the building. What'd he say? Do monsters attack here? Nah. I got walls. What the? Damn it, Tom. He just hurt himself somehow. Or no, he opened the door. He didn't hurt himself. Never mind. I can see his name tag. Oh, he did hurt himself there, though. He just jumped off the building onto another building. Who does he think he is? Assassin's Creed? Oh, it was that guy. That was the guy I punched. This guy's fine, though. No, wait, actually, yep, this guy's fine. This guy's the guy I punched. Because he has less health than the other guy. Yeah, I don't have a bed, so... Gonna make Farmtown. Yeah. I'm gonna lower the village down. I've already lowered down the well. And... I don't know why the server just said that. That's weird. I'm going to make a city that has every kind of farm. In Minecraft. But yeah, I already have the well and this road. I need to put the rest of it down too. Which is gonna be fun. Getting the rest of it down. And getting all the buildings down, which I'm gonna have to take down piece by piece. I'm really tempted to just like take maybe like just like go into world edit and just like cut and paste it down there and then just like throw away several of my tools instead. All right, let me make a bed. I made way too much wood. Whoops. Hey, itam. Whoops, itam. Itam. All right, and there goes Tom. Bye, Tom. Bye, 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 bye. Whoops. I am just ruining this armor so badly. Oh, wait, I completely missed the pig. I probably could have breeded those pigs, but they would have despawned by the time that I got around to making a pig farm anyways. So, what do you think of that, Mr. Logic? Yeah, that's what I thought. I think in this corner, I might put like uh, a bunch of automated farms for passive mobs over there. Might be a good idea. Who knows? You know what? I'm just gonna cut it off here, and the next part I'm gonna be. The next part I'm just gonna be doing stuff, I guess, and making Farmtown. Bye bye.